This is the Lectric XP, and I don't ride it that much anymore because I have a small issue with the bike, and that issue may affect a lot of people, and that is the key. The bottom entry system, it's darn near impossible to find, and it is just annoying the hell out of me. I'm going to figure out how to bypass the key. So I'm doing it for the XP Lite. However, this probably applies to like the Nakto brand, and it also applies to the XP regular, XP 3.0, any of the XPs, okay? Warning, no tear off, okay? So I'm not gonna tear it, I'm just gonna, okay. Okay, so it should be simple enough. I see a screw here. This is too big, gotta get a smaller one. We're gonna figure out how this works. When the key is out, or if it's on the off position, there should still be power. Right now there isn't. So that's it for the key, all right? So the power's right here, XC60, and then you have this cable. It's another power type cable. I don't think that's it. I think it's this right here. This thing will just tell the battery, okay, let the power flow through. And how I'm gonna determine that, I'm gonna unplug it. And I'm just gonna, I have a feeling that it's just, the on-off switch is just for continuity. So basically, you know, you have two wires and then they touch, okay? That is what I think is going on. And I am going to test it right now. Okay, I'm turning it to continuity. See if they're even touching, okay? So my guess is that they're not until I turn onto the on position. Very careful. Okay, I'm touching both and they're not touching each other. Okay, so my theory is that when I turn this on, okay, now it's on, pay attention here. If I touch both of them, you see that? There's continuity. So it means that when it's on the on position, all it does is it simply bridges the gap. I have a paper clip, and the idea is to put it in here to just jump it, okay? And we're just gonna, that thing is just gonna dangle. I'm gonna put some tape and that's it. The idea is that you get this in here and then you bend it over to itself. I don't have the exact piece of metal down here, but I do have a paper clip, and there's only one little problem, that my paper clip isn't gonna fit this stupid thing. Yes, I'm simply sharpening it with the ground. I am ghetto like that. As you can see, I kind of flattened one of the head down already, and it should be enough to plug in. Yes, yes, it got through. So now I'm just gonna plug it in, and I'm gonna bend it. Okay, so I'm gonna need that much times 2. Okay, just a little gap, like 2 millimeters apart. It, squeeze it. Okay. Yeah, it's ghetto as heck, but I'm just sharpening the edge so it just goes in smoothly. So let's test out the theory. We're gonna put on voltage. Okay. Okay. So if I touch it, if I jump this, it should go up, but you know, I'm probably better off if I don't touch. You see that? time to shove it in. It says 60 volts. There we go. 60 volts, is that right? Okay, 60 volt it is. So there we go. Now this is hot and this is no longer needed. You know, the key slot does nothing. Oops, this thing fell off. You see, well, 58 volts or whatever. And the key slot, it does nothing now. It's always, no matter where I turn it, it's always going to be on because it's disconnected. Okay, so some electrical tape just before I close it off. Alright, there you go. So this thing is now always hot. Let's just lay this down. It's easier this way. Alright. Key on the bottom, which is darn near impossible to find. So the key still serves a purpose, and that's just to keep this pin in place. However, I don't need the key anymore. Okay. And to prove that, I have a dual battery system, which I am going to unplug right here. Right. Check this out. Alright, there is no key on the bottom. There is no dual battery shenanigans. And the moment of truth. Oh yes, the bike turns on. Forget, I need power assist. All right, so it's all working out, and now I could put my dual battery setup back on. Okay, so now I've got dual batteries and no key at the bottom, which really annoyed me. And if you're wondering, you know, am I afraid of theft? No, I'm not. I have a gigantic lock. It's on another e-bike right now, but let's just say that when I'm riding with this lock, I feel quite safe. So there you have it. No more lost keys, no more keys that you have to bring with you. You can still bring it with you if you're the type that takes the battery out everywhere you go, but the issue of forgetting your keys on the bottom because you can't easily see it, the issue of having a million keys dangle, that's no longer a thing. You still have it with you, and in this scenario I can just keep the key on my keychain and not have to worry about turning it on. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, sub, share. See you in the next one. Take care.